Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson. Arbor Day is an American tradition that dates back more than 130 years. And today, the first Friday in May, is Arbor Day in Vermont. It's a special day set aside to plant trees and to celebrate all of their benefits. It's also a special day here on Across the Fence because we're going to meet 7 young Vermonters who've taken the top honors in the statewide Arbor Day Growing Works of Art contest. To get things started, I want to welcome 2 guests. Rebecca Roy is the conservation educator at the Vermont Department of Forest, Parks, and Recreation. And alongside Rebecca is Gwen Kozlowski. Gwen is the Outreach and Education Coordinator with the state's Urban and Community Forestry Program. Happy Arbor Day to both of you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Gwen, by now I think everyone has heard that the invasive bug, the emerald ash borer, has been finally found in Vermont. What's the latest on that?
Yes, it was first detected here in Vermont in February of this year. The state has completed its delineation surveys and confirmed that emerald ash borer is present in Orange, Washington, and Caledonia counties. And the most important thing that your viewers can do is learn the signs and symptoms of emerald ash borer, from woodpecker flecking to S-shaped galleries under the bark to D-shaped exit holes. And you can learn all that information on vtinvasives.org. That's our go-to resource for anything emerald ash borer. There you'll find images of all those signs and symptoms, and also a place to report. If you think you have a suspicious tree, you could upload an image and a description of that, and our team will respond. And in fact, that's how you found out in the first place that the insect was in Vermont. That's correct. The initial detection was from a private forester who had submitted a report on vtinvasives.org. Amazing. All right. Well, what do you want Vermonters to know about the history and significance of Arbor Day in our state? Arbor Day is a special day set aside to celebrate all of the benefits of trees here in Vermont and across the nation. It's been over 130 years, like you said, since J. Sterling Morton had founded Arbor Day. And since he first established this day, it's a very simple idea to set aside a day to plant trees. But it's more important now today than ever. With all the issues that we're facing, from climate change to invasive insects like the emerald ash borer, trees are really our key. They provide a ton of environmental benefits, from capturing stormwater, cleaning our air, and providing habitat for wildlife, but also provide economic and social contributions. So trees are our key here, and it's a wonderful time to be able to take time, celebrate that fact. What are the ways or opportunities that Vermonters can celebrate Arbor Day? We celebrated Arbor Day this year with our 3rd annual conference, and we had over 150 attendees with 16 different workshops, with tracks for professionals, with tree care professionals, with technical information, to volunteer information for how to prepare your community for emerald ash borer. It was a great day of networking, celebrating, and sharing information. And our keynote speakers were authors from Wise Trees, and they set an inspirational tone, sharing images of trees and stories from across their world and their travels. And so talk a little bit about the role of Vermont's Urban and Community Forestry Program. The Urban and Community Forestry Program is a striving force here in Vermont. Our mission is to connect people and communities to the importance and value of urban and community forests across the state and promote stewardship. So we offer technical assistance, whether that's providing help in creating a tree inventory or preparing communities for emerald ash borer, or we offer financial assistance through a grants program, and educational opportunities like our Arbor Day conference, our Forest Pest First Detector program. Our main goal is really to connect people to resources to better manage the trees in their communities. Now, Rebecca, one of the statewide Arbor Day events is the Growing Works of Art contest. Tell us what that's all about.
The Growing Works of Art contest is a contest in art and writing for 1st through 8th graders across Vermont, and it's an opportunity for them to research trees and share stories and artwork about what trees mean to them. So it furthers the mission of Arbor Day, but it also engages them in really looking closely and thinking about the trees in their lives.
What's the theme this year?
Share a tree story. Tell us how a tree has helped you grow.
And so how many schools or students participated in this contest?
We had 518 students participate this year, and 30 schools across Vermont, from Bennington all the way up to Canaan.
Does the Growing Works of Art contest fit into school curriculums?
It does. We have a rich heritage of environmental education in our schools in Vermont, luckily, and so it's really easy for art teachers and classroom teachers to incorporate this into the work that they're already doing.
Are you surprised that there's so many students and schools that want to be involved in this project?
No, I'm proud to say that I think everyone loves trees, and it's a wonderful chance to explore trees and talk about trees and share those wonderful, inspiring stories.
Are people surprised to see what a big role that trees can play in someone's life?
You know, the stories that roll in from the contest really illustrate that, about all the things that people not just appreciate about trees, but just the way, especially this year, seeing how trees have helped individuals grow in multiple ways, whether it's being brave enough to climb a tree finally, or climb a tree at night, or whether it's just the calming feeling that you get when you sit underneath a tree and read a book.
All right, well, with that background, let's meet the 2018 winners in the Growing Works of Art contest. Our first grade winner is Rowan Lawrence. Rowan is from Tunbridge. He's a homeschooled student. Let's show you Rowan's work of art right there. Keeping in mind the theme of how a tree has helped you, here's what Rowan wrote to accompany his picture. When I climb my hemlock tree in the night, I feel older because I'm not afraid. Well done. That's a good tree. I like it. Thanks a lot for sharing that with us. All right, the winner in second grade is Francesca Nacito. Francesca goes to the Mountain River School in Stowe. I love the bright blue sky in this picture. Let's take a look at that now. Here's what Francesca wrote about her picture. My favorite tree is an apple tree. Robins, bluebirds, cardinals, chickadees, and goldfinches land on the tree. That tree is my grandma's tree. That's one thing that makes the tree so special. It sounds like you have a lot of wonderful memories about your grandmother and that tree. Thank you so much. The third grade winner was unable to be with us this afternoon, but we want to credit Ziva Baker of Burlington for her excellent drawing of Vermont's 4 seasons. Ziva also won the Growing Works of Art contest back when she was in first grade, so she's now a 2-time contest winner. Our congratulations to Ziva. Now the winner in fourth grade is with us. This is Emily Tibbetts. Emily attends the Monument Elementary School in Bennington, and her picture and story are entitled Long Lasting Tree. So let's take a look at Emily's work. And here's part of the story. I'm going to tell about this one old but amazing tree that's been with me for the past 11 years. It's important to us because we have so many good memories with this one particular tree. On this awesome tree is an old black tire hanging from a rope that's tied from a branch. The branch is really old. Whenever someone soars on the swing, branches creak and move up and down constantly. Emily encourages others to find their own special tree. That's a great message. Thanks a lot, Emily. All right, we're up to grades 5 and 6. It's time to recognize fifth grader winner Ella Shaw. Ella attends Union Street School in Springfield. Her artwork and story are about a pine tree. In fact, Ella's story is called Pines Are Perfect. She writes that I chose this tree because I planted it myself, and that's important to me because my mom has 7 gardens, and it makes me proud to have one of my own. Ellie, you have a very distinctive sort of art technique here. Can you explain it to me?
It was a project in art class at school, and I just wanted to make it so it looked like there was a sun setting behind it.
That's beautiful. And why do you think pines are perfect?
Because I just think they're interesting because they have really spiky needles.
They smell pretty good too. All right, congratulations, Ella. All right, moving on to our 6th grade winner. She is Clara Hopkins. Clara is from Brandon, and she is a homeschooled student. Clara, you definitely have a tree that has helped you, and you even gave it a name. What's the tree's name?
Treebird.
Treebird. Let's take a look at Clara's friend, Treebird. She says Treebird is a Norway maple, and that Norway maples are an invasive species from Europe. Clara says she climbs Treebird every day, and she writes, I have built, listen to this, 2 pulley systems, a bench, and curtains in the branches with the help of my sisters, my cousin, and my friends. During this time, I learned the skills of cooperation, planning, perseverance, and patience. So which one are you in this picture?
I'm the one on the tree that's wearing the blue shirt.
Wearing the blue shirt. How do you think that you were able to overcome your fear of heights?
Because I'm not scared of climbing trees anymore because I never got to climb a tree before. And then I discovered that tree there, and it was really high, so now I'm not scared of heights anymore.
Well, that's terrific. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. And congratulations to Treebird.
Thank you.
Now we have 2 winners left. Let's go to our 7th grade winner. This is Oralee Barrett. Oralee goes to the Mountain River School in Stowe, and you have a drawing and description of what you call the special tree. Would you please share your story with us?
Yes. My tree towers above my house, high up in the sky. I love going outside to swing on the hammock in the hot sun and watch the world go by. I never climb the tree since it's too high for me. Some branches are thick and some are thin. Seeing this special tree every day has been one of the highlights of my day.
I love the foliage in this picture. What kind of tree is that?
It's a maple.
Maple. What other things have you drawn?
I like drawing people, animals, landscapes.
Well, you obviously put a lot of work into that. Thank you so much for joining us today, and
Thank
congratulations. All right, our final award winner today is 8th grader Uma Chikova. We're not surprised to see Uma here. She was the 7th grade winner last year, and she's created another beautiful picture and a story this year. Your story is a bit too long to read in its entirety, but your artwork and story is about a tree that you call the Grandpa Spruce. So would you please share part of your story with us?
Okay. Looking up, I saw, in 2 knots and a projecting branch, a mama bear. She was slightly chubby, with an upturned nose and a cheerful expression. As my eyes swept the bark above her, there was a fox-like, fiesty face, clearly the little bear, and of course the hefty branch to the right was Papa Bear. I tried to reach Mother Bear, but alas, I could only tickle her chin. I knew it. 3 bears lived in Grandpa Spruce, and I was Goldilocks.
Now, that's just the beginning of your relationship with Grandpa Spruce, and as some years went by, you got to explore just about every inch of that tree. Ultimately, what happens?
One spring, my hand easily touched a branch above my head. I had grown over the years from my Goldilocks into a quite mature teen. Hoisting myself up onto the branch, I slid into a crevice formed between 3 large, thick limbs spurting from the main trunk. From there, an enchanting picture opened to my sight. Valleys, light green mountains, sparkling playful rivers and streams, wide lush fields, a marsh flooded with specks of green, the nearby stream glistening in the sunlight. Indeed, the true home of the bears. On the trunk below me, Baby Bear seemed to be winking at me with his funny little eye.
And that's such a great writing. And so obviously you're a great artist, a great writer. Is there one that you prefer over the other, or do you think they go hand in hand?
I think they go together because the drawing or the art work helps emphasize what's said in the writing and adds new details to it.
That's wonderful. An excellent job. Thank you so much, Uma. We're just about out of time, but before we go, I do want to check back in with Gwen for Vermont's Urban and Community Forestry Program. What are some of the ways that teachers can incorporate Arbor Day in their curriculum?
We have an Arbor Day passport on our website, vtcommunityforestry.org, and that's where teachers can find fun activities ranging from crossword puzzles and coloring activities, all about trees and activities for their classrooms.
And where can people learn more about trees and tree care?
Again, our website, VT Community Forestry, is the go-to place on how to plant trees, how to select your tree, how to plant it, and how to maintain it. We see them as an investment, and we want to help make it help make you successful in planting your trees.
Because there is more to it than just putting a tree in the ground.
Absolutely. You don't want to dig a 50-cent hole for a $100 tree. So we want to make sure that we give folks enough resources and know how to plant it right, because if it's done improperly, the tree might not survive well.
And that would not be good.
Yes.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations to all of our winners. And that's our program for today. I'm Judy Simpson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time on Across the Fence.